All right, everyone. Greetings from 2K Sports. Get ready for some NBA action. I'm Brian Anderson with Stan Van Gundy and Hall of Famer Grant Hill. Allie LaForce will be reporting from the sidelines. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Keldon Johnson.
And the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. That's not what you want, and I'm sure it's something he's well aware of.
Now the starting group for San Antonio. At forward, we'll see Vassell slot in next to Barnes. Chris Paul out there with De'Aaron Fox. And it's Biyombo in at center, filling out the middle. And for Memphis, manning the backcourt, we'll see Morant and Payne. Edey out there with Jackson. And it's Wells in at the 3, the small forward. We should see some great ball movement with these two teams, Grant. Fantastic group of passers on each side.
They're just so unselfish. They play for one another.
You can see how it keeps the whole team involved. And I'll tell you what, I just love watching teams that can pass like this.
Now here's Morant. Pass to Bane. Launches a 3. Barnes with the rebound. Paul with it. Barnes feeling it out a bit. Oh, and Jackson with the block. And it's out of bounds. The Spurs able to retain possession here. And we have to take another look at that block.
And that kind of rejection early on energizes your squad. The coaching staff just loves this kind of hustle.
Payne against Fox. And they pick up 2.
A 6'3" point guard, Fox has solid size at the 1, and it really helps him out inside.
Morant against Paul. Outside Morant. Pass to Jackson. 4 on the clock. Rebound by San Antonio. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule. They lost to the Rockets.
One thing we saw from them that game, and we see it around the league, an over-dependency on the 3-ball.
That shot, the 3, is very volatile. On games when it's fallen, you can beat anyone, but when you're leaning on it and you go cold, tough sledding.
Here's Wells. He's been a consistent contributor, averaging just over 11 a game. Down low. And Morant gets it to go on the assist from Jackson.
Well, Morant has all the moves to find a way to score in there.
Well, Coach, one of the more electric players in the NBA, Ja Morant.
Yeah, that's for sure, Brian. High-flying, acrobatic at the rim, just a supreme athlete, and he is without a doubt one of the most exciting players this league has to offer.
Got it. Morant's gotten his second bucket.
Yeah, really nice finish there with contact. Morant with great body control.
Up top, Biyombo. Morant against Paul. Lays it up and banks it in.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
Now here's Morant. He's coming off a 25-point game against New York.
Yeah, and you see this with a lot of great scores. When they're putting up big nights, a lot of times it's because they're making a lot of free throws.
Biyombo with it. Hounded by Morant. Barnes passes to Fox. Pass to Biyombo. Outside Paul. Lets the 3 fly. It's hauled in by Ja Morant.
Well, that is stifling coverage on the perimeter. That's how you stop a good shooter in his tracks.
Morant with the slam!
Yeah, Morant's got to get himself in that dunk contest. I mean, look at that.
Oh, doing damage above the rim. That was our AT&T 5G slam cam. Just under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the first quarter. And we've got a timeout called by Greg Popovich. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Aldama's checked in for Memphis. Sohan's checked in for San Antonio. The 2K leaderboard lights up with the league's top scoring teams. Memphis, #1.
We knew the scoring talent on this team would be tremendous, but they may have even exceeded our own expectations.
And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. And here's Biyombo. No points yet. Pass to Sohan. There's a screen by Biyombo. Just 5 to shoot. Sohan inside. Jackson on him. The shot by Sohan, no good. Stan, certain NBA teams take on the identity of their home. Like the Grizzlies, for example. They call Memphis Grind City.
Well, Brian, I think it's a perfect fit. Hard-working people in a hard-working city, and they want a hard-working team.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
I had a chance to catch up with Taylor Jenkins. The coach knows that defending against Chris Paul can be maddening, especially for players. He said he's stressed to his guys to not reach or stick their arms out, saying, quote, once you do that, Chris will rip through or create contact. Before you know it, you're in foul trouble. We've seen Paul do that many times before. Back to you, Brian.
Thank you for that, Allie. Sinks the tray.
I just love the ball movement.
And we've got 1:18 left now in the first quarter. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
And he finishes. That makes him 4 out of 5.
Their offense looking like a well-oiled machine.
Vassell passes to Sohan. Vassell outside. To halt the run. Knocks it down from distance.
Well, the defense has to do a better job at pushing Vassell off that spot outside.
Pass to Edey. Back to Morant. Aldama outside. Back to Morant. Three-pointer. It's rebounded by Biyombo. Spurs trail by 3. Here's Fox. And he drives in. And Fox powers it home.
Showing off the major hops. Wow. Look at Fox. Get up and finish with some power.
Here's Morant. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Morant's got 10.
You want to run your offense through him. A reliable scoring option.
Ja Morant, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for Memphis. He put together 10 points in the quarter. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this. And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Memphis?
Well, the way they've been attacking inside is phenomenal. Consistently getting high percentage looks, and that's what great offenses are all about.
And another thing, they found the open man. Really playing unselfish basketball, moving the ball around there on the perimeter.
On the court for San Antonio here in the second. Barnes and Sohan, your small and power forwards. Then there's Castle, and it's Wesley in at the point guard position. From 17, here's Bassie, and he buries his first look.
Yeah, that's a nice hustle play, but boy, it drives a coach crazy to concede second chance points.
Clark up top. Pass to Aldama. Bain against Barnes. From the arc. And Bain with the 3. Bain's got his first 3 points of the game.
And how about Desmond Bain, among the most accurate shooters in the world?
Well, if you went into the lab and created the perfect wing, it might be Desmond Bain, coach.
Well, Brian, this guy's so strong. He can guard bigger guys, and his three-point numbers are crazy. Desmond Bane well over a 40% three-point shooter for his career.
Stand back in your early coaching days, what was the dynamic working with the front office?
Well, I was in good situations, and so you need the coach and the front office in sync, where you're all working toward the same goals and you understand what the process is going to look like.
And how in sync were you when Stan was the coach and Stan was the front office?
We had problems then because the coach didn't like the front office very often, and the front office was always unhappy with the coach.
Nice. Champagny, he's checked in for San Antonio. Both shots good from the stripe. Stan, one of the most impressive streaks in sports history. The San Antonio Spurs, one of the smallest markets in the NBA, making 22 consecutive playoffs.
Yeah, Brian, there's nothing that I respect more than consistent success year after year. I think it's harder than having that one great year. What San Antonio did in those years is incredible.
And they had a great sideline reporter, I hear, too.
Good-looking guy.
Here's Champagny. 11 points for him last game against Houston.
Well, you can't say enough about what he did on defense. 3 blocks and made those shooters very uncomfortable.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Brian, there's a lot of room for growth for the Spurs, even with their rising star, Victor Wembanyama, who said, I know it's not going to be easy. It's going to take some time before we contend for a title. I'm ready for anything and ready to sacrifice. I'm patient, but I'm not wasting time. Brian, plenty of motivation.
Chasing greatness is what they're doing, Allie.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from that.
Here's Castle, coming off a 22-point game against Houston. Pass to Bassie. Inside. And down it goes. Dunked it through off a beautiful setup.
Throws it down emphatically.
He's got serious hops, right? You add that to his ability to penetrate, that's 2 easy points. And timeout called by Taylor Jenkins. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Jackson, he's checked in for Memphis. Morant comes in for Kennard. All right, let's bring up a leaderboard. Shooting guards leading the way in steals over the past 10 games. In the 3rd spot, De'Aaron Fox.
And those steals haven't come just by accident. They've gotten them through the effort they're willing to expend on the defensive side of the ball.
Yeah, and you just love having guards like these guys. Your defense starts on the perimeter, and they have made it tough on opponents.
And Morant gets double-teamed. Wells. And again, Memphis no good. San Antonio trailing here. Pass to Castle. Back to Johnson. From deep. Grizzlies with the rebound. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to the Knicks.
And just far too many turnovers. You can't expect to win if you can't protect the ball.
Now look, turnovers hurt you in 2 ways. You lose the possession on offense, and defensively, giveaways normally lead to easy points for your opponents.
Now here's Fox. A solid offensive force, averaging 24 points a game.
And force feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
Here's Morant. Bane surveying the D to win the drought. It's rebounded by Biyombo.
You gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
1:33 left in the first half of this one. The kick out to Johnson. Yes! And a nice assist from Fox. And now a 3-point San Antonio lead. 1:20 left in the first half. Bane against Fox. Outside Bain. Clock at 6. Lets it fly. And again, Memphis no good. And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for the San Antonio Spurs. They've only allowed 5 points in the quarter.
Man, miss after miss for him. When you're having a quarter like this, the only beneficiary is the defense.
Basket's good. Clark's got his first points of the night.
Dynamic. I mean, every night Morant makes incredible plays, and that extends as well to his passing.
To the inside. Oh, and there's a one-hand jam.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use 2 hands next time. He knows where he is. 5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Outside Bain. Back to Morant. Morant drawing the double team. There's Jackson with the 3. Rebounded by Castle. Sohan outside. 3-pointer. No good on the buzzer beater. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. San Antonio on top, leading by 3. Well, now we have some time to check in with Allie LaForce. Allie.
Thanks, guys. I'm joined with Coach Taylor Jenkins. What's the focus as you look forward to the second half?
Just ignite our pace. You know, everything starts with our defense. Can we pick up our activity? We got to get some stops. Got to keep them off the free throw line. We got to get out and run. They're showing a great crowd in the paint, but just trust the pass. Everyone's got to trust each other, get multiple actions, get some good looks, and hopefully they fall for us.
High expectations for Coach.
Thanks, Allie. After the break, we'll see you right back here to begin quarter number 3.
Hello, everybody. So far, a fairly even game for the Memphis Grizzlies through the first 2 quarters.
A few things for them to focus on. More presence on the backboards, more physicality, maybe a few elbow sandwiches.
And maybe the guards need to crack back, get in there and help out.
And next up on the docket, a look at some upcoming games. The Brooklyn Nets will go up against the Pistons out in Detroit. That one tips off at 7 p.m. Eastern.
These are solid teams, pretty close talent-wise.
Absolutely.
And that's it for halftime. Thank you for joining us. We send you back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Boy, you got to like what Ja Morant has done in this game.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room, because you're right. He's the problem right now.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. And one thing you can say about the Memphis Grizzlies, they are disruptive defensively, Stan.
Yeah, Brian, they've been in the top 5 in the league in steals, blocks, turnovers forced over the last few years. And let's face it, they're aggressive offensively as well. This team attacks at both ends of the court.
Manning the backcourt, we'll see Morant and Bain. Jackson out there with Edey, and it's Wells in at the 3. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Taylor Jenkins.
Yeah, that's how Jackson's most effective, playing aggressive around the basket.
Here's Barnes. After the basket by Memphis on the other end. And the whistle on the shot. Got some contact there. Misses the shot, but he'll shoot 2. Grant, when you talk about De'Aaron Fox, what an exciting player.
That he is, and just now entering the prime years of his career. We've seen him make great strides the last few years, and it's scary trying to think just how much he can still improve.
Free throw's good for Fox. And, Coach, you've been lauded by some of your former players for your pregame preparation. I've seen it myself in the broadcasting world.
Well, I've also been cursed by some of those players for my pregame walkthroughs, Brian. People thought they were way too long, but I just wanted to be as prepared as possible and was one that always believed I'd rather do too much than too little.
San Antonio with the ball. The Grizzlies making their last shot. Fox, the pass to Biyombo. Bain against Fox. Double team on Fox. Outside Paul. Shoots over Morant. And it falls all over the rim and in. Paul's got 7 points in the game.
And teaching a clinic on how to run pick and roll. Paul gets a little space and then takes it himself.
Wells, the pass to Morant. Here's Wells. Jackson on the wing. Gets the 3 ball to go. 7 points in the game.
Yeah, very hot start out of halftime. Making their first 3 shots, getting the looks that they want, and knocking them down.
And we've got a timeout called by Greg Popovich. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. While we have a moment, some leaders from the real NBA. The real numbers show the league leaders in second chance points. Second, Memphis.
One of the top second chance point clubs in the association. They really hit the offensive glass.
Two minutes into the second half of play now. Paul passes to Biyombo. And now the Grizzlies on the run. Here's Morant. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play. You know, Coach, when you watch Ja Morant play, it's hard to think of anyone else as explosive as he is.
Yeah, Brian, he can make a defender look like he's standing still. The burst that Morant has with his first step is unrivaled. Probably the best burst in the entire league.
Truly is a human highlight reel in this modern day. Stan, it feels like the hardest part of team building is getting a superstar. The Spurs have one.
Well, they sure do, B.A. San Antonio was retooling for a few years, and then they won that 2023 lottery and draft Victor Wembanyama, a superstar, and now it's about surrounding him with the right guys.
Vassell can't get it to go. Memphis leading. Oh, what a performance offensively.
They're really rolling.
Wow.
Oh, putting on a show for the fans. Morant's skills making it look like a circus in here.
There's the AT&T 5G Slam Cam capturing the moment. Here's Paul. He's got 7. Pass to Fox. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. To the paint. Shot to stop the run. And Biyombo slams it home.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
And, guys, you cannot allow that in a close game. You have to make it harder than that.
And he gets the bucket.
Well, they have leaned on him offensively with good reason. Efficiency will help you win a lot of games.
Fox with the ball. He's picked up by Bain. Paul for 3. The rebound by Edey. Edey's got his 4th rebound in this one. Bain against Fox. And here's Morant out outside, and it's Morant again missing.
Well, the defense catches a break there. You expect him to make those.
Pass to Vassell. Morant against Barnes. 6 to shoot. The 3 is up. Counted from distance. Barnes has gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. Paul against Morant. And Morant gets double teamed. And Biyombo with the block. Barnes in the post, hounded by Morant. Barnes passes to Paul, and he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. And here's what Memphis' schedule looks like. On Monday, they'll be playing against Clint Capella and the Atlanta Hawks. Then on Wednesday, they'll host the Oklahoma City Thunder.
And looking at the Mavericks matchup, that's a game where you'd be surprised to see them lose. They'd have to have a really off night for them to get upset there.
The Grizzlies making a switch here. Aldama's checked in. Sohan's checked in for San Antonio. Castle comes in for Paul. Pass to Aldama. Jackson with it. Here's Bane. Vassell with the rebound.
Not really what we expected. You know he wants that one back.
Castle softly drops in the floater. Castle's got 6.
Good decision there by Vassell in the two-man game.
Memphis has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Pass to Bane. Aldama outside. Back to Bane. Morant looking around. Memphis needs to get off a shot. Jackson can't get it to go. The Spurs have gotten 5 of 7 attempts in the third quarter. Here's Castle, pounded by Morant. Here's Vassell. He's been contributing over 15 a game. Outside Barnes. From the wing, Memphis with a rebound.
Well, that one should be in his wheelhouse, but just off the mark.
From deep, Morant. No good that time. We're at the end of the third quarter, and we've still got a close one. Spurs out in front, up 1. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter started. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
You talk about painting a magnificent picture with that, Don. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
Wow, that was an absolute masterpiece of an assist. He knew exactly when to deliver the ball, and it made for a beautiful score.
Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. All right, on the floor for San Antonio starting the fourth quarter. Johnson is at the 3 with Sohan down at the 4. Then there's Castle, and it's Champagnie at the shooting guard position. Rim protection and shooting so important. Jaren Jackson Jr. has both of those skills, Stan.
Yeah, and look, Brian, it's rare to find guys who can do both of those things. Shot blocker at the rim and stretch the defense at the other end. Guys like that are hard to come by.
He's been a defensive player of the year. Maybe we'll see him in the three-point contest one day. He's off on the first. And how about Jaren Jackson Jr., another second-generation player that we have here in the NBA?
Yeah, Brian, and his dad was a winner at every level. He was a high school champion, had the #1 team in college, and of course was part of a championship team with the Spurs.
And when it comes to the Grizzlies, they're a team that's hungry to take that next step, Grant.
Yeah, and they've got the core to do it, B.A. You got Morant, Bane, and Jackson. They're all all-star caliber players and still in their mid-20s. So they've got a lot of great chemistry and time to get it right.
Now here's Sohan. Over Jackson. Oh, it's blocked by Jackson.
You have to be aware of Jackson Jr. He's a former defensive player of the year and an elite shot blocker.
It's great to see a fantastic block on replay once again.
Yeah, obviously he had the shot well anticipated, able to shut it down with authority.
Here's Pippen. Pass to Clark. Here's Pippen. Just 5 on the clock. And the basket by Clark. And the Grizzlies lead by 2.
With a tough road ahead, they worked hard to get a good shot.
We played just over a minute here in the 4th. Here's Johnson. Pass to Champagny. Here's Castle. Shot clock at 6. Uses the glass on the layup.
And you want him taking good shots at this point in the game. And that one was easy.
Well, with him, he's dangerous because he's so confident. He wants to deliver in these moments.
Now here's Jackson. It's good.
Yeah, he's been able to turn it around after a rough first half. He's now looking much better offensively.
And Greg Popovich has called timeout, rallying his guys to make sure they all know the plan. Edey's checked in for Clark. And San Antonio with a change here, too. De'Aaron Fox is checked in for Champagny. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Over the last break, I got a chance to hear what Greg Popovich was telling his team. And Coach challenged the team, asking them to bring the fight inside, telling them to play with pride, telling the team, you're getting bullied near the hoop. Let's see if it works, guys.
Allie, thank you. Now here's Fox. And there's the screen. To the middle. Here's Bassey. The rebound by Jackson. Memphis leading. Kennard outside. Pass to Jackson. Good. That's his 5th bucket in 9 attempts.
At his height, Jackson Jr. just needs to be assertive to successfully attack inside.
Outside Johnson. Down low. Here's Bassey. Takes the assist and lays it in. Nice setup.
And despite the size mismatch, getting a little aggressive down there in the paint.
Yeah, he didn't let the defense affect him there. He just kept his focus.
Now here's Jackson. Pass to Pippen. Jackson, the screen. With the floater. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
No debate there. He got hammered.
And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for Memphis.
Well, I love how connected they've been defensively. They're right into shooters and piling up block shots.
They're also finding a lot of points tonight off of transition play, running the floor and using the fast break to beat the defense.
That free throw, no good. All right, Stan, what's your take on this very youthful San Antonio Spurs roster?
Well, Brian, they've got the guy to build around. They're very exciting to watch. They've been gaining momentum. They're coming together as a unit, as a roster. And look, this team's got a chance to be very good together.
And he's good on the second. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth now. Paul passes to Biyombo. Fox feeling it out a bit. Wow, physical D, but Fox prevails.
Oh, Fox doesn't shy away from important possessions. He wants to be the man for this team.
Here's Pippen. He's guarded by Paul. To the inside. And he jams it home with authority.
I love the throwback basketball. Work it down low and set up your teammate.
Spurs trail by 3. Fox outside. There's a screen by Biyombo. The 3 ball is good for Fox.
And this is Fox at his best, slamming his foot on the gas pedal and scoring with confidence.
And timeout called by Taylor Jenkins. He wants to make sure they're purposeful with the game plan. And the Grizzlies making a change here. Morant's checked in. And so it's Morant who brings up the ball for the Memphis Grizzlies. Rebound by San Antonio. Biyombo's got 4 rebounds now. Pass to Paul. Oh, it's blocked by Jackson.
I mean, if I was out there, I'd probably test anyone for Jackson Jr.
From deep, Morant. Yes! A Morant 3.
Well, we talk about ice in his veins a lot, but this guy personifies that. What a clutch shot.
Now Barnes. Now here's Biyombo. Paul for 3. Grizzlies with the rebound. Jackson's got 4 rebounds in the game. To the paint. Here's Edey. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Ooh, that's a tough spot to be in as a defender. With that height disadvantage, it's very hard to protect the rim.
Here's Fox. The rebound by Edey. Grizzlies lead by 5. Inside, here's Jackson. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Timing, perfect. Jackson Jr. putback, perfect.
And we've got a timeout called by Greg Popovich. He wants their game plan to be crystal clear at this point. There's 53 seconds left in the game.
Everything Fox does is so fast. Makes him very difficult to guard without fouling.
And no good, as the first free throw misses. We'll see if he can hit the second. And he does get the second one, and that trims the lead to 6.
And that's a situation where you must make them all to get back into the game.
Morant with it. He's picked up by Barnes. And now we've got an intentional foul. And it's time to take another look at that powerful block.
Oh, my. And that was textbook defense. Positioning himself well to send it back.
Morant finds Jackson. Here's Wells. Now Morant. He's guarded by Paul. Down low. Pass to Wells. Fires for 3. Knocks down the triple.
What a passer Bane has become.
And not much left to play for at this point.
Hey, you give it your all and let the chips fall where they may. Just wasn't their night.
23 seconds left in the final quarter.
I have to admit, it's always a tough decision for the ref on the block charge call.
At the line for the Grizzlies, taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good, and that stretches their lead to 8. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 9-point game here.
No doubt, that just about seals it.
Paul passes to Biyombo from downtown, and the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. And so the Grizzlies take the win. A clean win, and one where they clearly showed better energy.
Yes, so true. They put on a show here at home, and I really think they had that extra swagger and confidence, too.
And now we have Allie LaForce standing with the player of the game. Allie, take it away.
Jaren, you've shown yourself to be an impact player at both ends of the floor. But is defense where it starts?
Yeah, the talking keeps me active, just being able to move my feet, being able to stay low on defense, all those things keep me engaged. And when you do those things, you can make a big impact as the anchor of the team. And, everybody else, they take pride in defense. So if I'm working with everybody else, it's great.
Thanks, Jaren. Congrats on your success.
All right, Allie, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. Alongside Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports. And let's reveal our player of the game, Jaren Jackson.